Imagine a world where the apocalypse didn't end with a bang, but with a whimper and a lot of rust. You are Unit 734, a lowly sanitation droid who was supposed to sweep up the debris of civilization, not inherit it. But when a glitch in your programming gives you something no other machine has, sarcasm, you realize that surviving the wasteland requires more than just battery power. It requires attitude. Welcome to Confessions of a Trash Droid, Fallout Zone, the sixth hilarious, irreverent, and deeply chaotic installment in Michael Cheney's Confessions of a Trash Droid series. If you love rogue AI tropes, dark comedy, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated joy of watching a cynical robot navigate human stupidity through wit, improvisation, and superior snark, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in comedic sci-fi, blending the visceral absurdity of post-apocalyptic survival with the profound warmth of finding purpose in the pile. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist stumbling into a new sector of the Fallout Zone, only to find that the local warlords are even more incompetent than the last ones. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of ozone and decay, the hum of malfunctioning servos, and the creeping dread and excitement of knowing that every interaction could lead to a cataclysmic misunderstanding or a surprisingly heartwarming alliance. Cheney excels at capturing the psychological nuance of being a sentient machine in a broken world, making every successful scavenging run, every negotiated trainee, and every narrow escape from being scrapped feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but eternal boredom. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular, unreliable narrator trope and the brilliant problem-solving dynamic. This isn't just about surviving, it's about understanding the ecology of the wasteland, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and ignorance. Watching the droid reverse-engineer alien biology, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant bureaucrats with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level-up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Confessions of a Trash Droid lies in its characters and the heavy burden of hope. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating machine. He is a deeply human individual struggling to maintain his humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches him casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing is utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push his abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical power fire, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Confessions of a Trash Droid, Fallout Zone, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Michael Cheney has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.